The Whispering Tree of Kalambei. Deep in the emerald heart of the Congo Basin lay the village of Kalambei, a small settlement surrounded by a dense, untamed forest that locals called Nsita-Yabantu, the forest of the people. The villagers believed that this forest was alive, not just with animals and birds, but with spirits older than time itself. It was said that if you listened carefully at night, the trees would whisper secrets to the moon. At the center of this forest grew a colossal tree, so wide that it would take 10 men holding hands to encircle its trunk. Its bark was scarred with strange patterns, resembling the shapes of faces frozen in silent screams. The villagers called it Mukulu, meaning the Ancient One. According to legend, Mukulu was not just a tree, but the resting place of Ndumba, the forest spirit who protected Kalambei. They said that every leaf on its branches was a memory of the land, every root carried the whispers of those who had once walked there. No one dared to cut or harm the tree, for fear that Ndumba's wrath would bring misfortune, drought, disease, or worse. The tale of Lemba, the brave girl. Lemba was a curious, fearless girl of 15 who often roamed the forest despite her grandmother's warnings. While others believed the tales of spirits and curses, Lemba's heart was restless. She wanted to see if Mukulu truly whispered secrets or if it was just the wind playing tricks. One evening, as the sun painted the sky with fire and gold, Lemba ventured deep into Nsita-Yabantu. Guided by a feeling she could not explain, she found herself standing before Mukulu. The tree towered so high that its crown disappeared into the twilight mist. As she laid her hand on its rough bark, a shiver passed through her. Suddenly, she heard a voice, faint yet clear. "Child of Kalambei, why do you disturb my slumber?" Lemba froze. Who are you?" she whispered. "I am Ndumba, the spirit of this forest. I have watched over your people for centuries. But now, danger stirs, and the forest grows restless." The voice trembled like rustling leaves. "A group of men comes with fire and iron. They seek to cut me down. If Mukulu falls, the forest will die, and with it, the spirit of Kalambei." The coming of strangers. True to the spirit's warning, the next day, strange men arrived in the village. They carried axes, saws, and maps. They spoke of building roads and taking timber for profit. The villagers, tempted by promises of wealth, hesitated but did not oppose them. Lemba, however, stood before the men. "You cannot cut down Mukulu," she cried. "It is the heart of our forest, the soul of our ancestors." The men laughed. "It is just a tree, girl. What can one tree do?" The night of the awakening. That night, Lemba returned to Mukulu with offerings of honey, palm wine, and kola nuts. Kneeling beneath its branches, she pleaded, "Ndumba, what must I do to save you?" The wind swirled around her, and a low hum filled the air. "Take this gourd," the voice whispered, and a hollowed calabash appeared at her feet, filled with glowing sap. "Pour it on the roots when the men come. It will awaken the forest." The battle for Mukulu. The next day, as the men raised their axes, Lemba dashed to the tree and poured the glowing sap onto its roots. Suddenly, the ground trembled. Vines shot out from the earth like serpents, wrapping around the men's legs. Trees around Mukulu groaned and bent, their branches forming a wall of thorns. From the bark of Mukulu itself, a towering figure emerged, half man, half tree, with glowing green eyes. It was Ndumba, in his true form. His voice boomed. "Leave this forest, or you shall never leave at all." Terrified, the men dropped their tools and fled, never to return. The legacy of Lemba. Lemba became a hero in Kalambei. The villagers, seeing the power of Mukulu, renewed their respect for the forest. They began to hold annual ceremonies under the tree, offering thanks to Ndumba for his protection. But Lemba often returned alone, listening to the whispers of Mukulu. One night, the spirit told her, "You are now my voice among your people. Guard the forest, for as long as Mukulu stands, the heart of Kalambayi will beat strong. And so, the legend of Lemba and the Whispering Tree lived on, a tale of courage, nature's power, and the sacred bond between humans and the land. Moral lesson. Respect nature, for it holds the spirit of life. Greed and disregard for the natural world bring destruction, but those who protect and honor it will be blessed with strength, wisdom, and harmony.